There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Any chance Corypheus will finally grace us with his presence?
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting ahead.
Namelana Serbanalen.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
It cannot be!
Across the bridge, now!
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
Hold on. Corypheus mentioned a Well of Sorrows. I thought he was here for an illuvian.
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let...
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this...
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a... These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it...
Have we become so familiar? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You've seen the elves...
Indeed. 1, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists. 2, these are elves descended from the ancients having... The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about...
Tis thrilling, no? We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their
You said this...
So one assumed. The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after... Perhaps Mathal was a powerful elf.
You admit lack of knowledge?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mathal was even a single entity. The accounts are...
There are varied...
In most stories, Mathal rights wrong. Let fly your voice to Mathal. Other paint her as dark, vengeful.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about...
The oldest accounts say Mathal was both of these, and neither. That is all I will say.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mathal end the same. Exile.
What do you mean?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter.
Let's
As you wish. It appears the temple's magic.
Is this Elven?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiver. Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well,
We're out of luck unless one of those temple elves drops a lexicon.
supplicants to Mathal.
So, good Andrastians, we offer a prayer to elven gods.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. See, the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Charming. My countrymen don't make friends easily, do they?
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fen Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen Harel in Mathal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.